Russ?
Hey, Dan. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks for coming.
Turn your phone off now. You're the only ones on this one.
So, you made it.
Tell me, is everything going to be okay here?
I think it is. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to talk all about it. We'll get through this thing.
Okay.
I think we're going to have to take some
The thing
steps
yesterday
here. But
was really scary to me again. When they called me, I saved, luckily, the person knew me enough to call me and tell me somebody sent a screenshot. Something security. You heard the conversation.
yeah, no, I'll give you that.
Oh, okay, so you know.
Is Sandy around?
Sandy's at the office. I'll let you in there.
Yeah, let's go through that when we get there.
Okay.
But, no, I talked to Yuri, and I'll tell you what we found out.
Let me see. Okay, let me get straight.
It's not,
Okay.
you don't know who it is yet.
Somebody up there?
We think it's somebody up there.
Okay.
Yuri said that he would try to determine, unfortunately, if someone plugs right into the database, apparently it does a read only.
Yeah.
They don't save that access. But if they do it as if they save the thing, that is saved. There is a record there.
Yeah.
So, depending how they did it, hopefully they can find people.
They did a screenshot of the tournament. And
Now, he was thinking, Yuri thought it was perhaps a recreated screenshot. You think it was an actual screenshot off the UB interface?
I was told it was a screenshot, but I don't know if it was recreated. I
Yes,
think
they were thinking it was that.
I don't know. I can't answer that. I know the one person that called me is a UB pro online. And he wants to keep the job. He wants this thing quiet for all purposes. And he told this person, leave this alone. I'll handle this. And they said, but why this person up there sent it to him?
Who is this guy, the online pro? Which one?
Person?
Which one of the online pros?
It was the heavyset guy, Sean Rice.
Sean Rice.
Sean Rice called. That's who you heard talking on the phone yesterday.
I wonder if there's...
And a guy called Whiskey or Whizzy or somebody is the person that this person sent it to. He's the one that called Sean. He's the one that called Sean and said, Sean, I just want to let you know I got some information sent me here. And it's like he said, go into security and have blow up and show you. He bubbled a tournament or something in Aruba that this person won an Aruba tournament, a $10,000 package. So that's somebody sent this person Whiskey or Whiskey or something like that. I don't know who that person is. They won't tell us that. They won't tell us that. But he did tell me he called it when he's either Whiskey or Whiskey. No, he won't tell us.
We have a problem.
Yeah. But these guys have just drugged me through. I think it's only me. Yeah, it's not anybody else. It's, even though the other people's names have been mentioned and everything, it's all me. So
we have to change that.
Yeah. So I don't know what your and Greg's thoughts or what you thought before you came or what or what.
I talked to Seth, I have some ideas.
I think there's only one solution myself. I don't understand how it could be anything else. But yeah, I'm loving the hope you've got something else because.
Well, I think the first thing is that you don't directly do anything. You don't want to make it directly. To get people indirectly to post things, creating the doubt that it was you and that other people are involved.
Oh, they're just going to blitz stuff. That's the problem. These internet guys are going to blitz it. Blitz it.
Not if it came out that, Travis was renting this house. It came out that, he had access to all these emails.
That's true.
It can create the sense of doubt. And say,
but then that's really what you're doing is what we said, putting the blame on him.
Right.
That's not
directly.
Not directly.
Yeah, do it through other people.
I see. Okay.
It's too high risk to do it directly. But if we have other people posting, they believe that it was him and that he had the ability to do it. And some people saying, I know Russ Hamilton and might be a good gambler. No computer geek. But he did not do this. There's no way to do it. You can know his capabilities.
Okay.
He's a smart guy. I think we can...
So we're really going to do it in a roundabout way of putting the blame on him.
Yeah, what we need to do is get a lot of pictures and names up that it's him. a lot of noise when it's him, but I think it helps the situation. It's never going to be perfect.
What do I tell Travis to leave town or something? What do I tell him?
Yeah, no, I would have to try to take a vacation. Yeah, something I haven't talked about. Unfortunately, we've got to get him out of the office.
Out of this office? Oh, we fired him before he's gone. I've already called.
Like a letter that, you're firing him because of all this stuff.
Well, this you can talk to Sandy about, but we already got rid of him, already got him out of the office. I've already called. He handled all my personal, he paid my bills at home. I took him off my visa now. I called and took him off my visa. So I've started already taking him off things that I can prove.
So that's a good...
Yes, he paid all my bills. He paid all my bills.
Say, well, how could this happen? This was a trusted person.
He paid all my bills. He made my flight arrangements. He made my hotel arrangements. He took care of everything. And
now that, as we'll talk about, your lawyer won't necessarily want you to do this indirectly. So, as far as everybody knows you're not doing it, there will be a clear part to most of this stuff. We don't want it to...
Do you have third parties who are going to post this? Or, I don't...
We're going to have to find either we start people with new names or maybe get some existing people. Ideally, you get somebody who's already posted in the past, but we can't. We could even maybe have this guy who getting paid out there.
The guy was posting the other internet?
No, they got it paid. He was posting a bunch of things.
Oh, Dodo.
He would post that.
This guy didn't get me for no easy money. I didn't have enough money to get him. I'll send Travis back tonight with more money. I didn't have,
Sure.
And I've paid him over 2 years. I said, I just don't have, this guy wasn't going for it. I said, don't you understand? I don't have this money. He goes, you're the wrong person I'm talking to. I need to call somebody else. He said, no matter who, I'm not changing. So,
this guy, what we do is we just keep him on the hook for 6 months.
I've got him on the hook for 2 years. I can't do nothing else, man.
Well,
I can't pay him the money he's wanting. I can't pay him for 6 months. I can't do it. Now, 6
what we
months...
can do is we pay him over this next few months, and then we just stop.
Oh, I can't stop. There's stuff he's got that's...
But
it's got...
listen,
but it doesn't matter. The stuff, if he was the poster and was paid back, is not good. Here's what I worry about. Let me tell you what I worry about. It's not the paid back stuff. And me and Sandy talk about this, Mike. It's not the paid back stuff. It's all paid back, and that's done. Some of these screenshots he's given me, he doesn't know what he's got with a lot of this stuff. But he's got it, and he would post it if you quit paying him, and I've made a 2-year deal with him. I've got to give him $50,000 now. I didn't have 50. I took 11 with me, and I borrowed 9 in Costa Rica, believe it or not, from some people. I dug up everything I could. Paid him 20. Travis is going back to 30. But David's going to loan me 30 to take to Travis is flying down tonight. And then I've got to give him $10,000 a month for a year and $5,000. It comes out to like $120,000, $180,000, $230,000 over the course of 2 years. But he's got stuff on there, and this is what worries me, and this is what worries Sandy. Paid back, play on Travis, that's fine. There's these transfer records in there. All these transfers is where transfer is like not good, and he's got transfers in there, me back and forth with Lyle Berman's name a lot, Freddie Deeves, all these transfers. He's got the records in there where it's transferred from Jim Ryan to me to put into transfer accounts to transfer. It's from JR. Right. It's administration stuff. It's administration stuff that started way before all this started even, to where we would send to pay host payments. It even says in there, pay host payments. It's unbelievable. To Shaw over to administration pay host payments. It's unbelievable all the stuff that's in this stuff. He doesn't know everything is sure, and you can't stop paying this guy in 6 months. Now, my guy didn't want to even pay him anything. If this stuff would have gone on the internet, they would have just made shambles of all this. The transfers is what worries Sandy, that the government's not going to get involved. If it's paid back, there's who's hurt, everybody's got paid, all this, it'll go away. Got to put the blame on somebody, but these transfers and money that they go transfer around and stuff, and they, where's it going?
A whole bunch of issues.
Oh my God! And there's so many transfers with people like Lyle Berman's and back and forth from back to the office and then paying host. Well, what were you guys doing? You're paying payments from winning money online or something? There's stuff he's got's not good. It's not good. I think you have to let Travis take the blame. But you got to keep this guy paid. I got to keep the deal with him. I got to go through 2 years. The second year's not bad. It's 5,000 a month. The 50 coming up with here is tough.
I agree that we should be planning on it. It's not as a liability, but after we pay back the players, maybe a way that we can extinguish that liability. We can talk about the different ways.
And he did tell me. Dodo did tell me. He said, if you want me to help you post something, you tell me. That's what he told me. That's the guy that we're talking about.
So we can, we have good contacts, and you do those CRs.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of, let's just keep them on the hook.
Well, I'm going to make sure I know, though. Here's what I've done. I'll make sure one thing. I've learned in my life one thing. You can listen to them, they can tell you they're going to do this, but I've for sure, Dodo and this Nat, the guy that started all this, I don't know what his reasons are, why. I never threatened him either. He went on there and posted that. I called Bluff Magazine and said, you've got an owner that's out. So I imagine Bluff called him. But he never did tell me it wasn't Russ Hamilton that threatened him. They probably said, you own 1%, you're out. So anyway, I've got Nat, I've got Dodo, and I've got this Trampoline, all three of them.
Good.
Emails being, well, I'm going back 2 months and getting everything, and everything going forward. So I know everything they're talking to. So those three guys, I know everything they're doing.
Excellent.
And if there's anybody you guys want, I have a connection like with Pierson at Interpol that can get everything going. So whatever you want, if you want it, tell me what you want. I don't know. So,
well, the biggest thing is that somehow we can find out who this league is.
I don't know an email to have them check. I'm checking Trampolines, all three. I got all three, I guess. I'm checking that, and I'm checking this Dodo guy. But this Dodo's could be one that you just made up just to send back and forth. I don't know how good that is. But those three, I am in going back. I'm going back like 2 months.
No, you'll just use that.
Yes. Yeah. So, but Nat, I'm trying to figure out what's behind this. Why? What's the reason? Somebody sending him out here on a mission. I don't know. I think it could be we're really into something here that's really getting ready to be really big with our company. We can get some pure play. World Poker Tour Circuit. We have a TV show starting. They're going to announce it next week on Fox TV. News Corp. You know who Rupert Murdoch is. News Corp. We have News Corp behind us. They took Pogo from 0 to 1.5 million customers in 1 year paid. News Corp is starting to advertise next month. Fox TV, we're filming in September 8th. Next first show's on TV the 15th. It's called Club WPT on TV. The only way you win your seat, all News Corp's people are advertising. Go to Club WPT. We're giving them a $7 affiliate price. They're giving News Corp $4 of it. It's huge. It's fucking. This could be like a 800,000 customer site overnight. It's so big. I mean, News Corp is huge. News Corp advertises in the magazine, or newspapers, or TV. They own Fox. I think PurePlay could have even said, "Go blast Russ Hamilton," because we took this from them. They were ready to make a deal with News Corp, and Fox, because we were doing this TV show and the World Poker Tour got it in, said, "Let's just do the whole thing. Let's do the whole News Corp thing." So. And when I get done, I promise whoever this is, when I get done with this, and I promise you we're going to make this into a huge company. This News Corp thing, I'm going to pay everything back to everybody, I promise. Whoever says whoever says I owe them money, I'm going to...
No, you do this first thing with Dodo. It's some good stuff.
Yeah, but I'm going to go back to the people that have had to take some losses here right now. I will go back to these people. The thing we can't let it know is this thing that happened, I did, was really fucking dumb. The thing with this early stuff with the company and host payment stuff, that can't ever get out. That's got to fucking stop.
No, the thing that you did, really, was you had too much trust in this person, Travis.
Yes.
You had a sensation that some things were wrong.
Yes.
But never acted on it. That's your fault. You vouched to the company on Travis.
I paid Tom McAvoy $50,000 to check out, and Neil thinking everything was okay.
So, and then now the reason that you're helping out with this thing is because you feel guilty. It was your responsibility to.
Okay.
That's the explanation.
So really, we are going to put the blame on Travis through a roundabout way of other people getting the word out before they make a release.
And the release has to be consistent with the fact that it's Travis.
And you know what? Here's what I told Sean Rice on the phone yesterday. I said, Sean, I can't say nothing. I don't know. I said, they're doing an investigation, not me. But I can tell you one thing, and they've let this go. How they let it go, it's the most important thing of all. Proves I didn't do it. I said they've let it go. But that address that they linked me to that I owned the house and where that account and who was there, that's the whole secret. They've let it go. I said they let it go and didn't go no farther. But I said just keep that between me and you. So that was Sean Rice.
Yeah, but you could even, I think it's safe for you to say, look, I do own my house.
I do. Travis lived there. I do. That Travis does live there.
You can say that I rented it.
Travis does live there. I haven't lived there for 3 or 4 years. I don't know.
Plus, any playing from the office is explained by the fact that he worked in the office.
Travis had all my accounts. He had everything. He paid my bills. He did everything for me. He knew he had every ongoing. There's the couple accounts that we've got to explain that he did it as a buddy thing. This is the bad thing. Here's the thing you have to make known. There's players asking me this. There's a couple accounts. They didn't take much money at all. Hey, Freddie. Oh, no, I was just calling to see what was going on in the sites and the blogs and all that. That was all. Okay. No, that's okay. That's all I called for, just to see if... I'm starting a meeting right now, so you just, if you find out something in the next couple minutes, if not, I'll call you after my meeting. Yeah, if it's something important, call me. If not, I think it's all died down out there, it looks like. I'll be back. It's all died down, Dan, in 2 days now. I don't know if
we'll have to read it.
No.
What we have to do is get these other people out to create reasonable doubt, and then we'll get the people back.
Yeah.
And then another one will die over. We need to get some reasonable doubt out there. We don't want everybody saying,
no, I understand.
The last time they were doing that with Scott, and they were able to totally kill it. We just have to get somebody else up there.
I guess. I didn't even realize how to guess. This one here, I need to show you this here. These are fucking emails, and we got to somebody get rid of on the internet here. I don't know how you do this. I think I've got a person. I've got some people that are high, really good. I've got guys everything. I think I can get people here, but there's fucking emails going back and forth here with Greg with this one developer that I don't even know his name from a long time ago. And this is with these things going back to the upgrades on how to upgrade this all the time, going back to Mansour, going back. His name is Todd Bartleson. You know who it is? I don't know who he is either. Bartleson. Back and forth between Craig and him with all these things. So I think I can get all these deleted out there to where they're in history and gone, but I've got I don't know who Bartleson is. Greg will probably know. Back here. Yeah, I show you one here that somebody, our comedian next door, Anthony Curtis, that rents to us. Put up yesterday. I said, okay, this is great, Kirk. You've really done good for me. Hey, Sandy. How are you, Sandy? Yeah. Got this short now. Yeah. Well, he looks like a letterman, doesn't he? The little consideration. I got to go back to my house. I have got to go to the bathroom. Sandy, how did you figure out how to turn the TV on?
Yeah, how do you? It's still Norman, right?
It's still Norman. You know, and the comment is he's 51 years old, and he's the oldest guy to be in the lead for a major tournament in history of mankind. I'm scratching my head saying, shit, I turned 59 yesterday, and, this makes me feel great.
Yeah, but that's an amazing story. Robert seems like it's gotten better.
The outlet bar, the power bar is down here. How would you start? Easy. You flew in from Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's 2 restaurants, one here, one there, either one. Norman's leading this thing? Yeah. Is this the British Open? Yes, British Open. Really? This looks like a picture of a course. Oh, yeah. I mean, these British Open's like little craters. Oh. Look at it. Look at the depth of the British Open is the toughest thing involved. I would play this kind of course good, you realize that? Yeah. I couldn't play the American courses they play on because they're too long. This course, Is that what the difference between the links course and the U.S. course?
The U.S. courses are 7,000 yards. You got to hit it 340, but these guys hit it 340 and 350.
Yeah.
I can't hit it, but I can hit it straight. And I can put it in between. I can put it in these fairways. And
they're playing into a windstorm.
Remember a few years ago when the one guy lost, or tied for British Open, went in the cliff where he had like a 3-stroke lead with 1 hole to go. He hit it in the water. Do you remember that?
I think so.
I got news for you. I could have won the British Open with 1 club that day. If you give me a 5-iron, I'd have won the British Open. I would have won the British Open with 1 club. This guy was the biggest.
This guy. He's hitting into a complex. He's got a huge freaking driver.
You know the difference in them and mine's swing?
What?
Is I can take my driver and control it any distance I want. And these guys have got 1 control. They got 1 distance they hit it. That's it. I can go play a driver and I can hit it 80 yards, 90 yards, 120, 150, 180, 200, and 210, and 220. That's about my maximum. But I can hit any of it and I can hit it right in the spot. That's the difference. But you see all this stuff?
It looks like somebody dropped like a B-52 went over that course.
But this is the kind of course I can play. I can't play the American courses. The American courses are too long. Okay, so we'll turn this down or something here, or just so we can talk. No, I'd like to see a picture. I'd like to see what's going on. Sandy, shut that door. Just anybody want a Pepsi for us there, Dan?
Yeah.
Diet or regular, guys? Sandy?
Fine. I hate to ask anybody this, but I need $1.
I know this is embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing? Everybody's a diet.
One does it.
Yeah, because their quarters is on the roll. Everybody's a diet?
Yeah, I'm a diet. Yeah.
I can't imagine how this shit you play out of that bunker when the ball just lays up against the lip of the wall and the bunker's 4 feet deep.
You have to just play backwards if you can.
You just try and get a backspin on the ball and get it to come up and back over.
Somehow we hit the opposite way, frankly. Another shot.
How's Greg doing?
Well, as well as can be. I'll give you the building on the exact stuff.
No, I was more interested. I heard something that there was something on the blog about his wife.
Oh, yeah.
That would.
Again, one question my attorney in town asked,
He doesn't.
Yeah, but if
doesn't take one serious?
things get that personal, you just get this.
What are you talking about, take one?
Pierson's wife, the blog.
Who doesn't take it personal?
Oh, I was saying he actually does a good job not taking it personal. His attitude is, look, only a small percentage of the population reads this. More misinformation than public is better. So do that.
I agree.
This was discredited. This was complete misinformation.
Do you know that the people that are writing these blogs are these guys that are learning to play, most of them ever play 1 cent, 2 cent if they play, or play free play most of them. They play Yahoo, or just, I don't know. What is my attorney asked me, he's just curious. You told me, I believe, but I just want to make sure. You didn't want to meet with him so we could all sit down and talk together, and the purpose of that was?
Yeah, no, we'll go through that.
Okay.
So anyway, let's...
Maybe I left my computer at home. I didn't bring it, so I don't know if there's anything you need.
I don't know
notes or water or what.
I had it on because I was amusing myself. I don't know that
I've got some documents for you to sign just to effectuate. Okay, so this is what I thought we'd do is, first we do an overview altogether and go through those questions. Give you an update on next steps. Give you an update on everything I know.
Oh, that's good.
Give you an update on, this goal we have in your office, we think. And ideas on a strategy for us.
Okay.
Then, what I thought I'd do is I would give these documents to Sandy, which are all straightforward. These are just further assignments and stuff. We print them out, look them over, and we can make any changes. So while you're looking them over, I'll spend a couple minutes just with Russ.
So you need us present for a few minutes?
No. Let's first go through the whole overview.
Okay.
Then we'll go. Then I'll give these documents to Sandy to look at. He'll look at them, and we'll make any. Then then we can do. So, okay, so first of all, the overview. First, why I'm not going to the lawyer is basically I want to make sure to preserve your privilege. The guy is your lawyer. Say it's okay for Sandy to be there. You've got the privilege of him, but if I'm there to protect him,
The privilege is gone.
The privilege is gone.
Okay, so you can explain this to Chestnut whenever we go, okay?
Oh, yeah, but he'll get it.
Okay.
That's one reason. And the second reason is just sort of the principle. I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
I'm happy to participate, answer any questions, help, because frankly, our interests are the same. So, I mean, I'm happy to do that, but I don't want to be there for the full, his full giving advice to you.
I think it's the second meeting, Dan, not the first.
And I'm happy to do it by phone. And one good thing is that this guy seems to be very good. All the advice he's given seems to be reasonable.
Chestnut's probably one of the top attorneys in the country. He's been used all over the country.
So, I mean, everything he's
As a matter of fact, it's Oscar Goodman's law firm. It's before Goodman's our mayor here. That was Chestnut and him were. So now it's Chestnut that runs the whole thing. So.
Second thing is why Greg isn't here. I just didn't want
Do we need to call him?
No, if we do, we have a way to do it. But first, I think that I can cover everything. At the end of this, if you still want to talk to Greg, we'll arrange to have a meeting with him.
Okay.
But
You need to write that name down for yourself.
Yeah. No, you'll tell me what you need out of this. So Greg, like, would be terrible if you and Greg were seen talking about this stuff right now. Well, people would make something of it which isn't right. So, okay. Then let's go on to the status of the forums thing. So they're still continuing to be very noisy.
No, they've slowed down to enough.
They've slowed down, but it's what we need to do. I mean, ideally, we'd like to create reasonable doubt in them, and that, over time, has to come out that maybe it's not less. If there is another person, Travis, and it's, who rented one of Russ's house, who paid bills for Russ.
The one name that they related on the internet to, Sandy, I don't know if you've read all the posts, it's a name named Sleepless. They tried to trace it to a Lauren McCarb, which is Travis's wife, which the address was a house that belonged to Russ and Carol Hamilton. That's where Travis and Lauren lived at, 1725. If they'd have just done a little more research, they could have put it together that Travis lives there, but, and they rented to him. I haven't lived in that house in 4 years, I don't think.
And so that's the next step, I think. We get somebody to say that, but it can't be Russ. Russ is not arguing this. Russ has to stay above the fray, not put out a statement, but if we have third parties posting a lot of posts, creating this reasonable doubt, I think it's going to help. How we do that, I think what we'll do is we'll just get people who are close, maybe use,
He said he would post, and what he could do is, I left because I'm waiting for them to make their final display of names. But you guys have overlooked one key thing in here about this whole thing, and I'm just going to tell you, you've overlooked the person's name that played and where he lived. So he'll send me a post.
And I think we need some noise on that. And Travis's picture will probably be up there. It won't be good, but so he should go away for a while. Then when he would terminate it here, did we give him reasons for termination?
Yes. Well, how long did we terminate him a month ago, or did we just do it now this week, or when have we terminated him? Or how did you do the old one when you switched over?
He was terminated. There's an email to him that confirms that he was terminated, effective a specific date, which was the date of his last paycheck.
Which is over a month ago, right?
Any reason?
I didn't put forth a reason there.
Maybe there's all this noise, discrediting him and talking to him.
Well, I felt at the time that it was better to just not have it in the file.
It cuts both ways. One could give Travis a claim.
Right.
But on the other hand, it's good for the record.
Can I ask you just one question, Ben? This is Travis wanting to know if we're still set. I'm trying to make an appointment with the other guys. How long do you think we'll be here? It's 11:30.
I think if we have 2 to 3 hours here, I should be done.
Okay, because I need to call Chestnut and reschedule his. Sandy, the latest you can't stay that late with me today?
I can call and I can get a 5:50 flight.
5:50, so if we go to Chestnut's at like 4, if we spend like 2 hours there, we should be okay.
If we go to Chestnut's at
an hour and a half. Do you think we can be done 2.5 hours then? 2 o'clock. Okay, 1 o'clock. 8, since I've learned how to text. 2 o'clock.
Other client stuff on here, so
I got the two things from Peter's share, CompuShare. Both of them were rejections. One of them had no reference to it at all. It just said the address, the information is incomplete, which I think related to Russ. But it didn't identify the share number. It didn't identify anything. It was just a form. The other one, they sent me back the Green Pines share certificate and said we need a medallion guarantee.
Okay, that's no problem.
So I've got to,
Just got to go to a bank.
well, remember, it was signed in Curacao.
Oh, God.
And I didn't
Can
want
I
to,
ask you a question, Dan?
Yeah.
Why are you guys having to do this? I'm not going to keep the money. I'm just going to give it to you. Why do you, I mean, I'm not the person who's going to just take it and run with it and keep it.
The ideal,
Because does this look worse or something? Or does this look better, Sandy? Or
the reason we want to do it is because,
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just
no,
curious.
there's a reason.
Okay.
The reason is because we could, ideally, we might get these shares redeemed by Excalibur.
Okay. Okay.
And we don't want you to transfer them.
Okay. Okay.
We want to send another entity do it now. Whether or not we're able to do that with XCAS, depends on.
Did you get a new liquidator?
Yeah, we'll go through that.
Okay.
See what's going on here.
where is that course?
I don't know with the finance, Sandy. I haven't followed much lately here.
We need some,
Yeah, I mean, these grandstands are unbelievable.
If we leave here at 2, I got to drop down at the airport to
doors.
9, drop you at the airport. That's the chest house close. Leave here at 2, so tell chest will be there at 2:30. Sandy, think an hour there is good? I think an hour and then,
Well, we'd be there an hour and a half.
Early.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I guess the update on FAFSA. Just one second.
Well, goodness, why you must be on the plane or something.
Okay.
Hey, Dave, it's Russ. I'm spending a little bit longer over here with some other people early before I come over. It's going to be 2:30 probably when I get to your office. Just let me know if that's okay with you, please. Thanks, David. One more time just to make sure the call does not go through, and then I'll get those to recorder again. I'll just hang up. Transfers, Dan, or what's really not letting this guy post this other stuff out here?
Well, no, that's bad for a bunch of reasons. So I saved it as RH125 on here. And there's some other documents that are unrelated to this.
Okay. We'll
Hey.
want me to print these, and
So just print them.
Hey, it's Russ. I just left a message you can ignore. We're running a little late with the other first meeting here. Can I make it 2:30 to your office? Is that okay?
Anyway, now,
Is that okay with you?
how do you get a medallion out of Curacao?
Okay, he got in late flying in this morning from Seattle, and now we're in the middle of everything here for me to bring you up. I've already started here, and he has to fly back. I can meet you tomorrow. We don't have to meet. Well, I've got Sandy with you. I know that. I understand. Yes, with a bunch of things, yes. I think I'll have, and Sandy's with me, and Sandy can explain to you. I think it's all fine, and I'll tell you why when I get there. Thanks, David.
okay. All right. So, okay, so the XCAPSA, basically, what we want is you have some funds to help fund this litigation, $13 million. The current liquidator is resistant to it.
That's Deloitte.
That's a light. In addition, Human Jason, they're not 100% on board.
Well, if Jen would see these screenshots, he'd be very interested.
They're interested in doing it, getting the $13 million out, but ideally they just like only certain shareholders to bear the frankly, speaking with Greg and Jan, they just want to get the money out and get it flexible. Not sure exactly how it will get out, but what we have done is we found a new liquidator. Of course, one of Cookie's friends who's
No shit.
right for accountants
Boy, that's shocking.
up in Montreal. We've talked to them.
The meeting Cookie went next week.
I spent some fair amount of time with them, actually. They are on board pushing the money out unless they're holding back a bit. They're saying But I'm confident that they'll be good to push the money out. So to get them appointed, what we need to do is to get a consent signed by just over 50%. Jim and Jason have agreed to it, so they could liquidate our idea they're fine with. So
Okay.
first step is we install the new liquidator. Second step is we'll get, again, we'll go around to the shareholders just to demonstrate the support for the settlement payment. And then we'll show that to the liquidator, and then we'll have a shareholder meeting. And that's the path we're going down. I think it's, so we're going to need you guys to, starting this week, Melissa's going to be running the two board members are Melissa and Gail.
Okay.
We're going to need to appoint a third director who's a Canadian resident, corporate rules.
Okay.
So we're finding a new director. To the extent that we have, a lot of these consents returned, we'll be reaching out to you guys to help get actives too for us that are. I wasn't sure. I thought you had bought some shares too.
I do.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what they were registered.
You bought shares?
Mm-hmm.
Through some name, through firm or something. Company wasn't there.
Well, they were held in. I think I have them in my family trust.
Right, that's what it was.
So I bought them through UBS.
Yeah, some street name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll have you fill one out too. And we just want everybody just to show that it's, just to show the liquidator that we got the support for this. That's where we are in XAPS. I mean, basically, the buyer, Paul and Joe Norton are frustrated that it's taken so long. But I feel like at least now we're on a path to get it out. I think once we get it out, we can do all the refunds immediately.
Yes, the refunds are
It's just going to kill all this stuff. There's nothing more to talk about after the refunds are done.
Well, they're waiting for me to give an answer. Trust me, they've been throwing me all over the globe in the last 2 weeks. So that's not all that's going to stop. They're waiting for me to give an answer. That's what they're waiting for.
Well, we'll plant seeds of doubt out there, and then there may be some. Ultimately, we may have to think about something that clears all the pros. So anyway, so I think that the strategy at this point is continue to lay low, and but it would be great if we could start to find a plan to plant the seed in the forums that against Travis and got access to Russ's stuff for this reason.
He was my personal assistant for 4 years. He's paid all my bills. He made my arrangements. Flight arrangements, hotel arrangements. He paid all my bills. I just took him off my visa 2 nights ago. I called Visa and took him off my card 2 nights ago.
And we'd show things.
We fired him from the office a month ago.
Somebody could post, Travis has been fired.
Yeah, I just found out that Travis Maycar, who has been fired from UBT or something. I don't know how you find that out. Through a friend or something.
Think about
You got to think about it.
any privacy issues that we have here.
Yeah,
I think what we say is he no longer works for UBT.
I don't know if they know that. They haven't posted it yet.
But get that out there. And I mean, Travis should go somewhere just to be aware of it for like a month or something.
A month?
You put him on a project.
Maybe the thing to do is have somebody say, I saw Travis at such and such place in wherever.
Right.
That he was on holiday.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But it's not coming from us. That's the key thing.
Yeah, but just somebody down south.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't want to get caught into the thing of somebody. It went in back an email that says it's one of my friends that sent this to put it out there.
All of it to be done orally.
Well, let's just think
about it. Ideally, person to person. Tell them.
Right now, no one knows Travis works here or worked here. So saying that he worked here and that he was fired is causing
negative thing.
attention to come here.
Yes, we don't want that.
But if anybody ever puts out the fact that he worked here, we'd just be ready.
But he was fired
Right. Fired
halfway through this investigation after we found out there.
He doesn't work there now,
Yeah. He was also Russ's personal assistant. Russ has taken away his visa rights and signing rights of everything.
But I mean, that's the sort of the story that was with the other one. That said this person had access to the computers, we have to explain why this guy had access to all these ideas. And once if we put that out there, there's no one who can prove that it was Russ. affordable by the fact that it's Travis, because he had access to these things. And,
Well, they're going to want to know about name changes and who did them and names without.
well, that's not you.
Carolyn will say that Travis would call and say that Russ said to do this. Carolyn's already said, anybody ask her, Travis called it, never Russ. So Carolyn's already said that. Carolyn said, anybody ask her, Travis called, said Russ said, set this account or change his name or change his name this week or change his name, and she just knowing Travis was my personal guy, she just changed it for me. Problem is transfers.
Well, the transfer history is bad, but it is explainable.
Oh, there's screenshots that this Dodo's got. And if he was to ever not go along with what he says he puts up, there's transfers from Russ Hamilton accounts to Shaw back to administration to pay host payments. It says to pay host payments. There are transfers from Jim Ryan to give me money to transfer to other people. There's all kinds of stuff that just can't let this Dodo or wherever he got this stuff from. I guess he said he worked in the office, he said to me he was passed over a couple promotions and family was brought in and he just got tired of it. That's what he said. But he's now that we made this deal, I got Travis flying off tonight to pay the rest of the first payment and monthly. He said if you want me to post, I can post.
Okay, now like on UB2.
Yeah.
We're now at the point that you have to step down, are we?
Yes, we're going to get me out of UB2. We're just going to get me out just for. We're going to get me
in there for business purposes.
I'm going to step down for name wise and probably put I don't know who, but I'm going to step down. Not step down. I'm just going to step out the daily. I'm going to step out the daily day-to-day activities. As soon as I finish raising this last capital here that I'm in with this show and the News Corp and everything going on now, I mean this thing should suck. This thing.
You don't know about this.
Russ was just beginning to tell me that.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Where we are now is the World Poker Tour has brought in as a marketing partner two different groups. One was Bluff, and that is essentially a media buy, where they bought the access in exchange for having Club Bluff as a skin, and they don't share, Bluff doesn't share in revenue until after certain recoveries have been made.
Bluff's just a small deal.
That's a small deal. The other deal is Fox.
And that's not going to step on car player too much, is it, there?
Why would Carflair, just Carflair,
Just because we're doing the deal with Bluff, they don't care.
do it all in before that? Yeah, so.
The News Corp deal is much different. Two television programs come out of News Corp. First is the new World Poker Tour Season 7. That'll air whenever it starts to air.
They filmed the live here yesterday, the final table. The first show, they announced that Fox come in. Their stock jumped yesterday, World Poker Tour stock.
Okay, the second deal is a new television program, which will be called, it's tentatively called Club WPT.
That's the name of the show, Club WPT.
Club WPT will start as a final table only, as a final table television show, 1 hour, 44 minutes of airtime. It'll be shot at the Bike or a similar casino in Los Angeles.
Filmed by the World Poker Tour.
The contestants will come from tournament winners on Club WPT.
Or UPT or Club Bluff, any of the clubs.
Anybody in the network can become a contestant on the television show. And News Corp, the parent of Fox, which also owns MySpace and IGN, is going to promote across IGN and MySpace as affiliates under the Fox deal, the program, so that the reach of this group now is hundreds of millions of people.
They took Pogo from 0 to 1.5 million paid subscribers in 1 year. News Corp did. It's a huge deal.
The hope is that, and the deal, there's only subscribers to it now, 7,000.
7,000, but we grew 25% in the last 2.5 months. 25%. So we're just starting, and now we're getting these big growth skips.
Like 30,000 or something.
It depends on the revenue. If it's our split, their split. If it's affiliates. We believe that this Fox deal will take us up into the hundreds of thousands.
So 100,000 would break it even.
Oh no, 100,000 is profit.
35,000.
Yeah.
It's totally doable.
Right.
Oh, yes.
So with Fox,
But if you're paying so much on that deal, you probably need
we're paying zero.
We're not paying anything.
You're doing a split on the...
No. Yeah, what we're doing, here's the way it works. Our gross monthly revenue is $20. Our gross profit margin is 50%. It's round numbers. I mean, it's 15. We're splitting that $3, $7 to World Poker Tour. And World Poker Tour splits with Fox. And Fox splits with MySpace.
And then the media slip us up.
And World Poker Tour and Fox pay the production and television.
Yes, it's a little bit later, but no, I let them out at 1 o'clock.
And no recruits. So there's no first dollar payback. It's all based on their revenue share. So it works great for us.
Okay, so let's just jump back to this. So your positions right now at UBT are, you're the chairman of the board, right?
He's founder.
Well, that's not really a position.
Founder and president of the manager.
Anyway, I'm stepping down. They're getting me out of here.
President of the manager.
I don't
know. Yes, an LLC. Okay, so what we could do, though, is if you wanted to, you could change that someone. Now,
Yeah, I can change anything.
basically to say that...
Here's my problem. We're raising money, and he's out there talking.
I'm the one that's going to raise the money now.
So we're doing this conversation.
Here's one thing. I can finish this final raise.
Yeah, but maybe we just take away the office. You're always going to be the founder.
Take away the...
Like Lyle's the chairman of World Poker Tour. He doesn't have an office.
There's no way for you to ever not be founder, because you were the founder.
Okay.
I mean, that's what
So what do we take away to get me out of here?
So what you do is you just say that there's another president. Maybe that guy would...
We can figure that out.
I think that might
Anthony
be smart.
Curtis next door at Huntington Press has got a great name. I'm telling you, he's not a bad person.
It's possible.
Yeah. And he's offered.
Okay.
So, I mean,
No, I think that would be smart.
Yeah.
And if they ask you why, I think you can say that I'm just stepping aside because it's, this is a person who's better at managing a company.
I'm not good at managing.
I'm good at starting it. I have an idea. I'm always going to have...
He's a businessman. He's took Huntington Press to this, and they're huge, and, this is his job. My job's done. I helped start it.
I think that might be smart. Only because if anybody ever starts to grill you on this thing, first you say, look, there's no evidence this is Russ. There's nothing Russ would like to do more than post some statement saying that it's not him and why. However, his lawyer has advised him not to do that. And maybe you even plant the seed, depending who the person is. You plant the seed that it's someone, that's close to Russ, but that who's taking advantage of us. Then you can go on to say, as another point, Russ isn't an officer or director, he doesn't have signing authority.
There's a problem. There's a problem that popped up this morning on a thread. There's not much answer to it, but it popped up this morning. An old prop host that we had. Remember Fanny?
Yeah, I heard the name.
She popped up on a post this morning and said, "I need help here. Somebody, I was the prop host, and I answered to Munster, Metluby, and Russ Hamilton. I thought there was cheating going on back there. I'd have Munster check hands. He would say, no, nothing's happening. I feel I got cheated. I answered to Russ Hamilton, Munster. She never answered to me in her life. Munster took care of the host program. I never did a thing.
I mean, for that, what you'd say is,
I just say, no, I didn't. You know what I did with this girl?
What you could say is that, yes, I helped out Mansour. Mansour ran this...
I don't have to say that.
Mansour owned this poker site. He'd call me from time to time asking questions about poker, how tournaments work, and how, general questions about poker, but I certainly didn't run the process.
You know what I did with this girl? I tried to help this girl. She was a drug addict. She's druggy. I would try and get her to a drug clinic, trying to get her to go to rehab, got her into rehab once or twice. I mean, I tried to help this girl online, talk to her, everything, and then she goes, post this. I used to work for Russ. I answered to Russ Hamilton, Munster, Metluby. Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right, well, let's take a break now, because I have a bunch of these other stuff. But why don't you look at that?
You need to key to Brett's office, Andy?
Print those babies out.
You need to key to Brett's office?
He's got
Or my office?
Do you have a printer?
I have a printer right there on my desk. A printer as far as going onto the computer and logging in a printer?
Yeah.
Right there on my desk. There's a cable connection. Cable connection printer. Oh, my knee. Gotta have surgery on this next week, Dan.
Oh, that's not good.
Right here, Sandy. Printer. There's a. Do you see the white cable login right there? Just hook up right there, the white cable, and there's the printer up there. Okay?
You're taking the collagen.
I don't know what it's doing.
Collagen?
No, I mean,
Go to the nutritional store right today.
Yeah.
Buy the collagen.
Collagen.
And you can get it as like the sharp thing. You know,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
and just take a ton of it. I've heard people with joint
Really?
problems that within days it makes an impact.
Really?
So
I got a health guy in town. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him and ask him about this collagen.
just buy
I've heard it's sharp like,
it can't hurt. It's like skeleton from the shark.
yeah.
It can't hurt you. So just go and take an overdose.
Okay.
And
I'm going up to San Francisco, believe it or not, and as soon as I get through raising this last cap, whoever puts this last $3.4 million on our company is going to get 5 times the first money back before it ever goes back to any old investors. They got to, and this News Corp, damn, they took Poco from 0 to 1.5 million customers in 1 year. News Corp's huge. News Corp's as big as it gets. So we finally hit I think the home run that we needed to make this thing work here. So anyway, what do we need here?
well, the first thing I just want to say to you is that I do forgive you, Russ. Please.
Thank you,
Whatever
Bob.
happened,
No idea.
I do forgive you.
No idea.
No, I really do. And I don't blame you, because in that tool that was given to you,
They got to give him.
basically no
Oh,
one
this guy.
would be able to not do what you did.
You better get him to talk to
It's
us.
not.
Dan, I do this to get those things and stuff and give us all useful.
Yeah,
That's
no,
exactly what
So
it
that's
is.
what I want to ask you is that on this ancient history,
Go ahead.
you know, we didn't talk about the ancient history.
Go ahead.
I just need to know some of this.
Go ahead, because this guy here's got screenshots of all. That's what's bad. That's why we can't let this dodo post it again.
Initially, so the thing was justified as an audit tool initially, sort of.
An audit tool.
Initially.
Yes. Annie Duke even had a copy of it with a 5-minute delay.
Right.
Yes.
And then, at a certain point, money was just tight, and Greg just said, does that do what you need to help the company?
Even the $50,000 that Greg paid to get his wife off of the trouble she was in was, we had to get it. You know.
Right.
We had to pay house payments. We had to pay a lot of stuff. Which is not going to hurt anybody to what I'm telling you is a good
No,
thing.
no, I'm assuming you're not recording this.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying no, but you're not going to give him representing Greg. But you're not representing Absolute that's going to come back and use this in the negotiations. Okay,
So it's totally, but this is just, and this is sort of what Greg has told me. So,
okay. Is it okay if we ask Greg if I can tell you this stuff or not, or should I
I
just?
wouldn't touch it. I don't want Greg to lose any confidence in me. I'm not going to go into too many details.
Okay.
How about, more importantly than Greg, how about Jim? Did Jim know anything?
Absolutely. Here's what they did. They said, turn your head when you see transfers from Russ. When you see these transfers, turn your head and just okay them. I would transfer it to either to Shaw or it would go over to whoever that would pay the host payments or pay for sponsorship of players or for, there's a lot, they knew that they needed sponsorship of players, big names. They had, they didn't just have Phil and Annie, but I
They had a
had
bunch, yeah.
that I would take to these guys and doing this stuff, I would give them money from here and go play and wear a logo. They did tournaments. They played. They wore all big gear.
Did Jim know that you were using the tool?
Russ, turn your computer on and I'll...
I don't have my computer. Is that computer there? You turn it on?
Yeah.
I'm right there. Oh, hey. You won't turn on yours, Sandy, in here?
Yeah.
Come on. You're going to explore it. I don't know what you want to do. How do you want to do it? Yeah, Dan, I don't know how to answer that. I think so, but I don't know.
Right.
I can
I
answer
think he
that.
was just, I got on the thing, Greg had just told him from the beginning.
Honestly, I don't know.
Would be the professional poker players, a lot of money would be there.
Well, why would I send money over to pay host payments and stuff that he knew? And why would I sponsor guys that he knew that were getting money to go play on TV and wear logo stuff? I don't know. I can't answer that.
How about the million that would be used to pay crypto? Ryan Jim to pay crypto $1 million.
Nothing to do with this.
That had nothing to do with us, yeah.
Huh? How could I know? I have no.
All I need to know, but it's, Monsoor didn't know.
Munzer knew about this. Munzer absolutely knew about this, and this is how the money got to him. Munzer would pay host payments with us for the company.
And is he willing to take the responsibility for it?
Oh, God. Munzer's broke. He's going crazy now. He's threatening everything. Do not. I've told Greg this. You got to trust me in this. He is broke. He's in another country. Can never come back because he's the one that was evil. But he can never come back. You guys, he said, can all make a living. I'm hoping this business works so that he makes a living. He's going crazy. He said, I'll go to the Department of Justice. He said, I got records on everything. I'll turn Jim Ryan in. I'll turn Greg Pierson. He says, he doesn't like me enough. He said, so please, then he's not going, do not even go to, you went to Munzer with this?
I wouldn't go.
Oh, yes. Oh, God.
I'm going to you.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. Well,
I explained this to Greg. Munzer and me is not happy right now. So,
but he'll do fine on this.
So no, are you talking about off of?
Off of his gas.
Okay. But he's right now he's not doing well. And what Munzer started to do now is the dumbest thing. Well, he started to play poker again. He can't play poker. He started to travel to the Philippines to what's that big Chinese place? It's not doing well.
So, all right. So that's basically all I need to know.
Yeah.
And this isn't going anywhere, but that's what
Yeah.
I'm going to do. So,
Greg played the thing. I had to get him off. I said, Greg, you're a complete idiot. You can't play this thing. You have no idea what you're doing. Get off of it.
right.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't have money. We were yeah.
It's done as that's. Here's one thing that came from Paul. That, and this we can say, actually, I'll wait for that to say, because basically what Paul said is make sure that what you don't say is that you're still representing the company.
Don't represent the company. Everybody asked me, I said, guys, I'll tell you what really helped us here. You need to go listen to it. On PokerRoad.com, the radio show says, Barry Greenstein for Russ Hamilton. I wouldn't go do the show. The attorneys all advised me not to do it. But my attorney, you, Van Sandy, everybody. But what I told Barry Greenstein, everybody just kept going on. Sure, I had to kill us. I let Barry come in here and talk to me. I said, now, what I tell you, Barry, if I tell you you can't put this on, you can't. If I tell you, he did the greatest good interview you've ever heard. Hard questions coming. He said, when I went to see Russ Hamilton, he said, I had a different opinion than when I left. He said, I went in, I read him, I listened to him. He didn't squirm. He didn't do nothing. He answered questions. I understand what these things were that these people are talking about. And he says, you guys need to let this investigation get through. And when it's done, then we'll get all the answers from them. They'll let them know. So that's what they're waiting for, is the thing to finish up now. And when he did that, this thing slowed down to a creep. He did you need to go listen to it, PokerRoad.com. And you listen to the interview from Barry Greenstein per Russ Hamilton. It's at the end of the thing, like the last 15 minutes. Now, the guy interviewing him tries to be rough, and Barry's really...
He got that clip from Barry somehow. We got to get people to post in the forums.
Yeah. That clip,
we need people.
he said, I went to visit him, and when I left, I had a completely different opinion than when I went there. A completely different opinion than when I went there. So, and he says, you guys are talking about all this money, and the money to Freddie D, and the money to these guys. He said, these are transfers. I do them every day myself. He said, we all do them. Every poker site does them. There's nothing there. There's nothing that says Russ Hamilton did anything right now. Let this come out and prove what happens. They admit that something happened and it was compromised. Let it go. You don't know. And the biggest thing of all is they linked the one thing. They linked the name Warren McCarr, the new Sleepless, to an address that Russ Hamilton owns. I do own it. Travis French, he lives there. He lives in the house. I told Sean Rice yesterday, and Sean, there's one thing that they didn't pick up on, the biggest thing of all. When it's all over, they'll understand. I said, but they didn't pick up on it. There's something in that address with who lived there that they didn't pick up on. I said, don't tell anybody that, just let me work that. So even Sean said, you know what?
What's the story with Arnoldson?
There's all kinds of emails that I've got to get to on the internet. That's stayed there forever. I can get them later. Or something to Greg, and Greg back to Sean or me. Or not,
How do we do it? What do you need to do?
I can take it. But I'm letting you know he needs to tell Bartleson. I don't know who Tom Bartleson is, but I just keep him quiet because he must be the one that made all the he must have been the one that upgraded it every time it needed to be upgraded. Never got to send it to me, by the way. It got sent to Travis.
Oh, yeah, no, that's where the name came from. He updated the tool.
It got sent to Travis, and it got sent to Shaw.
But that was right from Greg's.
Yes, it's from Greg's email, so I've got to get these deleted up there. And I can go back to them. I've got somebody that's got a higher position. Let me have that. You just write the name. I need that for my information.
Okay.
I just need this for my information. You can write it.
But I'll tell Greg that, and we'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's one big bad thing is that Greg sent it personally. Okay.
Yeah, that can't
Okay,
get
so
out.
the stock in Excapsa, no other people who deserve it.
No.
You're sure? Because, I mean, you're
You can name them, and I'll tell you, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nobody.
All right.
Promise you.
Iovation stock.
Yeah.
Greg said you're willing to transfer that to a company.
I don't care. I'm going to pay you back everything, so it doesn't matter. I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Additional
Now,
stock.
you know Mansuro's having stock. He's going crazy on this.
No,
This is the thing.
I'm taking care of this. So you've got 250,000 shares in Buckeye.
I don't.
Buckeye policy. You're going to take 125,000
You
of
do
it,
whatever you want.
put it in this trust.
Whatever you do.
100 of which will be used to pay back. 125 goes to an entity designated by Mansour. Christine of
That's it.
Greg's
I've
office.
already told Greg you can have it.
He's calling. She's going to contact Mansour and say, give us the name of an entity.
Well, here's the deal how this happened. When we went down to Costa Rica to make a deal, remember we were all there and Mansour was there and we made the deal on this software. Mansour ended up, part of the deal was he had half of this iovation stock that I had. And I said, okay, he has to have it.
We will get that certificate out this week.
And mine, do whatever you want with whatever there is there. That's
We want Mansour to be...
Oh, you got to. He's not happy, and I don't know what he's got, or I have no idea what he's proof or. He said, look, I don't give a shit. You guys are all there in the United States. You can make a living. I can't do that. I'm broke. I'm done. I'll go to the Department of Justice. I'll get back in the U.S. where I can make a living because of Mansour. Mansour, slow down. So that's what I'm saying. He goes off. You can ask Greg how he is. You just got to.
Okay.
He didn't do nothing other than do what he was told to do.
Now, so the additional payments down the line you're going to try to do, but there's one payment ideally you could do. I know that you're basically nothing, but we owe $6,000 to the trustee bring your shares into.
And do you know how much what I've borrowed? Just I've had to think about it. I had to fly credit.
I can take a note.
Honestly, I can't. What am I supposed to do?
Okay, you've got it. Don't have it.
Yeah.
All right.
Gee. They.
I'll find a way to get it.
Yeah.
It's only $6,000.
I know. If I go get
It's
it,
more of a symbol for the business than anything. So the fact that you're paying no is huge.
I've made the deal with them for over 2 years, and I mean, I said for $6.5. I couldn't get it any less. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm not only paying no. I'm paying stuff to find out what they know and everything, and where they're going to get there's other information off the sites and stuff, everything, a lot of things.
Well, as things improve, if you can find out, they're paying no is good. So, these guys all are under the impression that, you're the bank go for it.
Well,
and I know that was
yes.
who put in this company.
You have no idea. And when I make it, when this company, and this News Corp should take it, I will come back and help whatever. The thing, here's the question I got. They're seeing it's like free capital responsible for some of this.
I don't, we've got to put this,
But you got to tell
the
that
plan is, no, what we're going to do
I
is,
know the problem with my schedule stuff. I'm going to make payments for it.
to the extent that we do this right, all of Scapsa shareholders will pay for it, which is the right. And ultimately,
Is that going to get a problem with the Square Joes of the world that went out and bought stock, like the venture capitals and stuff that bought stock, and now they've lost money on account of this?
it might, but they have already lost most of it already.
Yeah.
And there are a whole bunch of legitimate reasons why the company, you're going to have this new liquidator explain why. And basically, this thing is on your watch. We have damage, all these things, hurt the brand. We calculate the damage is above 50 or some number like that.
You're not going to get
Not in fraud. It's not the fraud. It's what it is. It's the loss. The value of the brand has gone down. We're not going to say what the fraud number is. Based on that demand letter, settling for 13. Liquidator will have what he needs. And
So shareholders are going to come back if it gets blamed on Travis and try to put lawsuits against Travis and stuff, and that's what,
very, very remote chance. I don't think they will.
Travis going to have any
Travis's
legal
name is
issues.
not going to ever be put out by Excapsa
What happens at the end? They're going to want an answer from me. What do I tell them?
Well, in the end, look, it wasn't me. I did nothing wrong. But, I'm not talking about it.
Why am I not talking? Tell me the reason why you're talking about it.
Because the person who is...
They're not going to accept it.
The person who perceived to be the perpetrator is very close to me. I trusted. Since removed him from my life. But,
you're not going to go for that. You've got to have a reason to why I can't speak. It's either financial, he gave some of the money back.
One of the reasons is that, look, Extrapsa has entered into a settlement over that settlement agreement states that nobody can talk about it.
That settlement agreement states that nobody can talk about it?
And say, I am a friend of Extrapsa, and I'm going to abide by that.
What happens when they put in X amount out of these numbers into Extrapsa? And most of these guys, will they tell us what they figure is? Of course. What happens
have an amount?
What happens to the money that, AP still owes $12 million from last year that they're not helping out with something right now? They still owe from last year $12 million.
Well, it's
I know you work for them. I know this is hard to answer.
This is not hard for me to answer.
No.
What happened is that when we sold this, that AP would be paid a certain amount. Then, for legal reasons, we structured it as a note with these minimum payments. However, we all sat around the table and we said, look, these payments are unrealistic. It's $2 million a month to Extrapsa.
After it was done, or
no, it was at the time. And the handshake deal amongst all of us is that it's split.
What are the shareholders going to say about that? Anything?
Well, the reason that...
Because they all know that there's money owed. They talk about it.
Renegotiate.
Like some of the big shareholders, like Ted Forbes, I don't know how to answer it. I'm telling you.
Oh, Greg will take care of that. The answer is that Extrapsa has been treated as fairly as absolute. The reason that people are... And if we get this site back on track and invest this 13, then we have a chance of recovering the full $100 million and more. But if we don't, then they're just going to strip UB, do no more marketing, and pay back the players still, and then the company will die. It will never get So we're taking that.
So their stance is that they're still going to continue payments as whatever the new deal is in the XF, because they're going to answer this. Some of these old people are asking me, and I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, well, the answer is that what's coming is that we are going to reach an agreement.
Here's the British Open. I told you I could have won it with one club.
Driver?
No, 5-iron. I could give me a 5-iron if I had won the tournament. One club. Take all my other clubs away. Give me the 5-iron. I'd have hit it up the middle. I'd hit it up the middle again. Then I'd hit the 5-iron in the green, and I'd have 2-putted or 3-putted with a 5-iron to double bogey and won the tournament. I could have 3-putted with a 5-iron and won the tournament. It's the most amazing thing, this guy here. What he did here, what he cost, look at this.
No, this was amazing. I don't know.
This is amazing. Now he's in the water, he walks down like he's going to hit it.
Vandershank or something?
I can't remember. He walks in the water like he's going to go hit it. Like he's going to go down and hit it. Just look at this. Then he gets out and he drops back again. It's amazing. It's the most amazing thing I've ever saw in sports.
No, he was a Frenchman.
And look, he walks down like he's going to go hit it. Then he decides to drop it and take a penalty.
You see yourself, you could have hit it almost.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't need to get on
No, anyway, so, no, but that number of the quantifying the damages won't be able to be determined for years because basically we have to see who spends the money.
Okay.
Because a lot of...
There's a couple names that have to be cleared here, though, that somewhere in this release when they talk, they have to say that there were a couple of individuals like this Neil with Himes and Michigan Plastic. He never played this account.
No, but what we can say is that the account holders are not.
Some of them are phony ones, and some of them are legitimate ones that were never ever played by those people that won whatever. Now you've got two, and this is the one that's calling history. This Danny Boy 55, and when we first met, I told you, if you got enough with Neil, you got knocked out with Danny Boy 55, and they put him up. And Cuts talk with everybody who was Danny Boy 55 was a friend from the Aruba tournaments. Went to Aruba tournaments with this thing. Unbelievable. You have to say, Boy 55 played, or I don't know how you
Maybe just want seats for it.
You want $10,000 packet for the seat, airfare, all the whole thing. Now this is going to come back as how did this guy's Russ Hamilton's friend? This is what's bad here. Well, Travis did it, because Travis knows him too. Travis did it. It's just, hey, bud, and Dennis will say, Travis called, said, I'll go play a few of these for you. I'm saying, that's good. Hello? Hello? Speaking? Yo, Sponge. Good. Yeah, really. I'm fine and going to be fine. I'm not even worried. It's a bunch of shit. It's through the mud. It's a lot of stuff, but it's calming down, and people that are actually like very extreme like coming the other day understand a lot more. So it's going to be fine. Yeah, it's going to be fine. What happened is bad, Blair. I'm not denying that. I mean, but it's going to get done. It's going to get, they'll take care of everything, and there's going to be some ugly stuff come out, but I'm going to be fine, trust me. I'm going to be fine. This new company we got here is going to be fine. I am not, and did not do what all this posts. And you know what? There's something that they're missing in there. They posted something that's so important, and they've all overlooked it so much. And I guess it's good and it's bad. Like I said, all these posts are horrible, but there's one thing they posted. It's so good. That's the biggest thing of all, and they just overlooked one thing so far, but that's good. I'll tell you all about it when it's all done. I can tell you a little bit, and I can't tell you much. That's all. But I'm fine. I'll tell you, I went through hell the first night this all started coming out. Well, let's put it back. When it first started 2 months ago, when it all started, it was hell. But then when the post started, it got worse. So, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Careful of what? I didn't do anything, Blair, so I don't have to be careful. Blair, I'm not worried about anything. You know what? For years, Doyle and Chip took all this stuff. Now, what they did, I don't know. The Chip Force was a takeoff guy and an internet thing for a year. There's another rumor every month out there that they died. These guys are going to get everything. They'll get an explanation. They'll know what happened, and they'll understand it. I can't do no more now. Whatever they want. This post that this man was doing was the most ridiculous thing of all. And then when he went up and posted, I can't post no more, I've been threatened. He didn't tell me it wasn't Russ Hamilton. He waited 4 or 5 hours to let him go crazy, and he said, well, it wasn't a physical threat. He still didn't tell him it wasn't Russ Hamilton. He still hasn't. It's unbelievable what he did. I don't know his intentions. I can't tell you other than I think what could be. I really believe that, we cost PurePlay a really big thing with this News Corp thing that we got with the TV show. We took that from them, not the TV show, but we took News Corp with them that they were ready to get signed. And when News Corp owns Fox, or Fox owns, News Corp owns everything, Fox, all this thing, they took Pogo from 0 to 1.5 million customers in 1 year. We've got a TV show starting in September 8th. They announced it next week. News Corp starting advertising in August. News Corp's got 150 million people just on MySpace alone. That's not including on his newspapers, his magazines. And I promise you, somebody had this gnat trying to hurt me really bad. He did a pretty good job. But I'll overcome it. I got pretty thick skin. I mean, they worn me down, and I've taken a lot of Valiums, but I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine, bud. And I can explain, when this is all done, I'll explain to you names that I know you see in there, like this Danny Boy. I'll explain all that to you. You don't have to worry about any of this. And Danny Boy did not do a fucking thing either, so don't worry about any of this stuff. I'll explain it all to you when this is done. Let them finish and get it up. I cannot say anything right now, but I will explain it all to you. You'll see and understand everything. I'll tell you exactly the reason, okay? Don't tell other poker players this, okay? They could probably come pretty close to putting it out now. They have to pay all the money back before they can tell the story, and they're getting us money from Excapsa first to pay the money back. So AP won't pay it because it didn't happen with, it happened from an old thing that was there. So the AP money we're discussing all that today. It's that new liquidator. It's coming out pretty soon. Everybody will be getting their money pretty soon. As soon as that's done, they'll get it. So I'm guessing 2 months. I don't know. There's nothing they can do until they pay it. They have to pay it back so that there's no legal issues that they make a statement and nobody has been paid. You have to pay them back. So otherwise, they could probably pretty close come to making a statement today, really. My knee is supposed to have surgery next week. I don't know. I've got it now. Go finish raising the rest of this money for this. This thing's going to be so big now. You have no idea. this company, News Corp, can take us to 400,000 or 500,000 customers in 6 months. They're that big. They are the big. I mean, they're that big. So we got a company they're getting paid. You know, World Poker Tour gets $7 of the affiliate price of the 20. You know, really $10 is operating cost, and there's $10 left. We get 3. We give World Poker Tour 7. They give News Corp $4 an account. World Poker Tour and us both make 3 each. But the numbers that they can bring in are huge. They bring us 500,000 players. They make $2 million a month. My God, that's a lot of money for them. You know, they bring us 1 million players. They make $4 million a month. Oh, fuck this thing here. Do you think this didn't hurt me? I haven't even tried to raise money. Other than Dewey sent $100,000 the other day. He's putting 200 more in. Dewey knows it. Mossie's going to put like 500,000. Everybody wants to buy it. You know, they know. But I couldn't go sell it until they announced this World Poker Tour bill. They're announcing it next week, probably Wednesday. I'm guessing Tuesday or Wednesday. For the TV show, Club WPT. Once they announce that, then I've got something to sell. I can't until then. News Corp, once I tell them about News Corp, I can sell it. And that's what I got to wait for. So, anyway, I'm fine, bud, and I'll be okay. And don't worry about anything. And I know you got a lot of questions about a lot of things, but I'll answer them all, and don't worry about it. Okay? Okay, I'm fine. I can't, you know about the golf. I can't go to Pebble with you guys. My knee's too bad. So I just can't go. My knee's too bad. I gotta supposed to have surgery next week. I don't know if I can do it now. I'm trying to sell the stock, so I got to figure that out. Okay. Bye. Okay. Yesterday was perfect. So what is that? Well, what does it do for the cane? The cane plan is well, you know what it is? No, they have so much damaging stuff. We don't know what the chat room, how could really be damaged. They don't get got. All of this, these are muscle you can't touch. Well, that's like the bumper sticker, right? Well, the cane is the opposite. Or, you know, we're here all over. I would do like scan and then you come up to the save it as a PDF and send it as a like that. Comes from my share. Yeah. But and don't leave it like that. What goes with that? Oh, yeah. It's sure. For the senior guys. For the senior guys, I know. I know the about the ratio. How can you pay back all these camps, or is it just a certain mold with everybody? All kinds of stuff. No, other. Quantity back in this new job. So what? I've got a screenshot. I've got other screenshots. Well, I got a screenshot. Well, you know, I didn't get $20,000. He also transferred to Philadelphia. Listen, you're 21, all that. Listen, you have a lot of it. But I had to take this. We don't want this money. Also, they still got email and most of his money. No, it's a transfer account. This all was under his money 2 times. Twice, he didn't pay back. Also, I've got a screenshot of the Charles Bank. He would make $1 million to use the word. I don't know when you get 100,000 or chippers. You know, Russ, if you quit this money, I'm not here, but when I get it, I need to give it to Greg or whoever, whatever. But once all this stuff destroyed, it's all these guys have got it. We're running around destroying them. It's like going to so I know. There's stuff that Howard just paid. Had 80,000 to a customer 3 days ago. They paid it back to Phil. I did them in issues 5 years ago. They wouldn't check. Down for a week. I hate one. So let's do it next week. This week. So, 27 grand. 27 grand for a dream wedding? Are they out of their fucking minds? Flowers cost $100. That's California money. So what do I tell my attorney now? I think that, basically saying what the story is. We talked to Chestnut about what I mean, do we just sit back and just...
No, I think the biggest...
Well, I know that. Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
I think the biggest question for him is what? You're going to have the situation of people asking.
When you pay off and you finish and you say, okay, it's done, they're going to ask me, what happened?
Right.
That's the question.
I would say to him, look, what I'd like to say is something that indicates that...
But do I tell the whole story then, or do I just not say it, or say, I've been informed that I can't talk because of, or what do I say? That's
the question.
Because the poker world's going to crucify me if I don't say what happened.
One thing you can say is that somehow that you were under a confidentiality agreement. You agreed to cooperate with the company in this investigation, and part of that was confidentiality.
Sandy, are you in here? Confidentiality agreement that I helped on me.
The company came to you. You fully cooperated on everything you knew. In fact, you paid for the initial investigation.
I paid for the investigation of Neil right off the bat myself. Or did Sandy? 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 Yes. What I'm saying to Dan is that when this is done and they pay and all this is over, they're going to have, the poker world's going to want to know from me what happened. Tell me. And
Well, I'm not going to come up with a story today.
but listen, what Dan's saying is
Throwing out an idea.
throwing an idea that I helped them with the investigation with everything that they wanted to know, and that I had a confidentiality agreement with AP that I would release none of this information if I helped them uncover what all the details were of everything.
Under a confidentiality agreement, the lawyer said that definitely don't say anything. Part of my hands are tied.
But that's just going to put it all on me then, isn't it, Sandy?
I want to think about it, Russ. I mean, I'm not anxious to say, to create.
You know what I don't understand here is how Jim Ryan and Jason DeHaan think that if this story comes out that they are implicated in all kinds of shit. This is what amazes me. It is absolutely beyond my imagination.
They think that it would be so damaging to Pierson that he would never let it happen. So they don't think
It would be damaging to Pierson, really.
that he will do anything. So they view that I don't know. I actually think Jason, in part, is just selfishly motivated by preserving his money. And I think that, but that's how he's sort of answering to Jim. And
He's answering to Jim?
yeah, I think that Jim's controlling him. In fact, he really has to.
Jason wouldn't have any reason for having anybody up there in the software thing leaking stuff out trying to cause problems, would he? Somebody's leaking stuff out there. Somebody's sending screenshots. Somebody's...
talked to you. He said that he would look and try to find out where are. One thing he said to me is he wants to make sure that he's looking at all the proper links that have the screenshots.
They were in the...
written down.
The only thing they told me yesterday was that it was a screenshot of the tournament to where it was a $1,000 buy-in tournament to where 1 out of every 10 people won a seat. They gave away 8 seats, and Sean Rice came like 10th or something. He got bubbled. So I can tell you that it was a tournament.
Which post? 2 plus 2.
This wasn't posted. Oh no, this was, somebody sent a screenshot to somebody and said, look at this.
But we don't have that screenshot.
They won't give it. Well, the one guy won't do it. I mean, some of the stuff like yesterday, what I was told by Sean Rice, the reason this guy didn't want to even put it out there for publication, he goes, I've read all this stuff about Russ with the Detroit Mob and stuff. I'm afraid. I don't want to be involved in this. It's unbelievable. I mean, these guys are like, they're afraid now to do stuff, which is probably good in a way, but
So, like, when you went down to meet with this crazy guy in Costa Rica, you recorded that out and destroyed that stuff.
Crazy guy?
No, remember.
Dodo?
Yeah, Dodo. Don't save that shit.
Don't save that one?
But record it. I think.
Okay.
At least not in this country.
Well,
So anything that has the record, if you feel like you absolutely need to save it, get some person in American Thomas or something to hold it for you. And somebody that, don't hold it here. That's
Okay.
a mistake.
okay.
That has some incriminating stuff on there. So I'd just be careful with what you have.
What about all the stuff that he gives me? That's really incriminating to a lot of people. I mean, that's incriminating to
All that
Jim
stuff.
Ryan. Oh, no, he should be a lot more than that. That's 1/20th of what he did. That's 1/20th.
How are we going to get that stuff back?
Travis is flying down tonight, getting it on some kind of an encrypted thing and bringing it back with him tonight.
But he's got a copy of stuff, this guy.
Yeah, probably got a copy. And when all of his money's paid, 2 years.
Can't we do something, say, starting with first year, we start to...
How do you know that he actually gives it to you?
No,
That's the problem. If you don't pay him what he says, then there's a chance he throws it out there, and it's just really bad for everybody, because it's got transfers from JR, it's got transfers from AJ, it's got transfers from me to this to Freddie Deeps, it's got transfers where host payments were paid in the beginning, it's got transfers, it's got all kinds of stuff. It's got tons of stuff that I don't even think he understands what he's even got. So he didn't understand some of the stuff he had.
Well, to speak English well enough?
Well, he speaks English really well. Speaks English very well.
Just write it.
Why did I even listen to that lesson?
All right, well, I think I'm good. You should get me back.
And then we'll go over to Chelsea.
For this week, though, you're absolutely right. That's sitting on something which is stupid. Let's get, I have actually a short cross-license agreement form that does us. Good news is Robert can just sign on behalf of Game Theory, because at the time...
This is DeMarco.
DeMarco.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not going to take long.
No, I sign on behalf of
users. But this is what's occurred,
as of 10/13/06.
Prior to the sale.
I made a
prior to the law passing.
I made a suggestion to Greg.
Paid back to 06.
Okay. I made a suggestion to Greg, and I don't know how you want to handle this. And Sandy's here, and we both tried to figure this out. Greg had a piece of UBT when it was started. Greg sent in a letter for some reason. We couldn't figure it out. Sandy asked me to, and I don't know the answer. I didn't want to ask him. He wanted the cap table. He wanted the cap table of how much he owned. If it looks like Greg had a piece of management and money was used for this for company from that, I believe this is the biggest mistake
What we're going to do is, I talked to Greg about that.
Okay.
I will send you the name of an entity this week.
Well, he has paid shares. He has paid shares and he has management shares. He and Jan both have separate entities.
Right. So, no, this would only apply to that.
To the future management shares. Okay.
So his name won't be on the table.
And by the way, we've never been to anybody that has management they weren't paid. We made an affirmative decision very early because we were not going to continue on to
Let's hear that Thursday go off.
Right.
Yeah, that's only fair.
Is my computer ready to be turned on? Yes, it is. There's nothing I've got on there that I need to get cleaned up? I didn't put anything on there.
So issuing these things is going to create it so they're out of the...
When we get to that point where we issue management units, yes.
So I'll give you the name.
Okay.
We'll try to keep it as confidential as we can. Okay, but you and I think it's easy to do. I think if we can get this thing done, signed, and we'll be done with it. And it's in both parties' interest. And they're still using your product.
Yeah.
And I mean, for them to explain it, they have to say, oh yeah, Blackstock has we don't want to go there. If you go back to the old documents, and you all have the rights, and it just, they're all screwed up. Right. So I want to make it clean and comfortable. So, but I think we'll get through this fine. We really do. The last incident of any story is as soon as we pay people back, it quiets down, and it's only dealing with lingering issues.
Well, somebody has to get their head out of their ass and understand that there is no way for online gaming to move forward if the story of the day is you get cheated. It's really easy for every state in the country to say, fuck this, no. I didn't bring anything in with us. Okay. You're to the airport, Dan?
Yeah, airport. So it's good to see you, Russ. I'll be back down on the
Okay. Oh, none of these other screenshots. Somebody's got stuff. Somebody can send an announcement. I'm sure. I don't know who it is. It's off there. No, one thing I think it's good.
Minimize the calls with you. I think it's fine.
I don't have many calls with them.
Just if that's checked. Okay for you to call them. They're just associates. But we that won't look good on the phone records.
I'm very seldom calling when something pops up in story.
And I can, that's the other thing, is if you want to speak to Greg, it's much better if you call me and I arrange the call and you call 800.
Okay.
Crazy. Why did you have
Ron!
How you doing, man? Hey, how you doing?
Doing some running today. What are you doing? What are you doing? I got no plans in. I'll give you a call on the way, though. Hey, Kenny. How you doing, buddy? Doing okay.
Yeah.
Looks like an ice cream truck he's got, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He got ready to leave Bellagio the other night. Somebody says, "You got a frozen custard in there?" Hey, you don't have any popsicles, do you? Reverse lamp right. I got it right here. You have no popsicles, do you?
This is a perfect example of the substitution effect. Price gets too high, people substitute.
I tell you what, there's going to be a ton of motorcycles on the road next year, and there's going to be a lot of accidents. Going to be a lot of motorcycles. This is going to look like Thailand. There's already people with motorcycles.
Well, that's good for transplant doctors.
Yeah, can you get that seatbelt up where our feet will go so crazy we'll never hear it? Okay, Sandy, we're just going to call, I'm going to call Chestnut and tell him we're going to come over here. We'll be there by 2, I'll tell him.
Now to get up to this field goal, we can start to breathe relief. We've got to get the reflex done. I think there'll be incidents until we do that. So
Yes,
the most important thing. It's up to the first we point the new liquidator, and then we'll have to show that liquidator that the shareholders support it. So we're actually going to distribute a second consent, and then hopefully the liquidator goes to court, gets approval, and we follow it all up with a shareholder meeting. So I think it'll happen.
Dave, it's Russ again. I can be there by 2 if you want me. I'll be there.
So you need a shareholder meeting?
Eventually we're going to need a meeting. But I do believe that if we have a consent signed by a majority, that will be enough for the liquidator to go to court and do the settlement.
And make the payout?
And make the payout.
What about the balance of the funds that are on hand? Is it the same thing, or is he going to contract it?
No, we have, as part of this, we've reached a settlement on that. That will allow the payments to recommence. This will all set us straight. You know, then they'll start paying us every month again.
But I mean, will the liquidator make a distribution to shareholders?
No, not until we get the tax clearance certificate.
And where is
That's it's a terrible situation. It hasn't been moving at all, and what we think we may have to do is actually transfer the file to another. What the liquidator thinks is basically that the new liquidator, what he's looked at, basically they've gotten nowhere. So he thinks it's in part lack of pushing forward, and in part just because Ontario is so slow. And he thinks that what might be advisable is when we change him, the address of the company will be in Montreal then. He thinks that what he's thinking, he wants to look at it, but it may be advisable to move the tax file to Quebec. To have, he knows a person who worked for 20 years with the CRA, who would be hired as a consultant solely to push the file through. This consultant, on hearing about it, thought that we be able to get it done quickly there. We have to approach. But
I'm in favor of local political influence.
well, anything to move it, anything to do something. The current
Do you
situation
think there's a hold on the file for some reason?
only because it's such big dollars that are involved. That's the only reason that CRA is spending time. The big dollars. The site was sold for $130 million. On the promissory note, so we're checking it out.
And we've got to come up with something here that at the end of this thing, when it's done,
view of the story.
Yeah, this is the big thing, because they're all gonna blame me if it's not finished, if there's not a story that we can tell.
Well, the good news is that you have the story.
But the problem, if I ask, I just cannot tell it. That's what I'm trying to figure out today, and how to. I mean, without the story, they're going to come back and keep haunting us forever, and it's going to go on. What's your usual plan to take the eye back to the swing? I forgot about it. I wasn't thinking, Sandy. I would have. Just wasn't thinking about it. So I guess what Chestnut's got to do is he's got to figure a way that the story gets out some way. However you leak it.
Well, that's my plan, and he won't like that so much because it's sort of aggressive. But I do feel like if we have friends posting, there's nothing we can do about it. It'll help.
Doesn't that start the story going more where it's dying now, though?
It's definitely give and take. Something we should think about. But it would definitely be nice to somehow get Travis's name up there. So Sandy, you'll be over the computer, sir. That's something for you to on your plate. Yeah. So you get the King medallions, and then on the share certificate, I would just say, where are we? That's a good place.
For some reason, they didn't show the address that we had. They show a record on the share register. That's the correct address with the address listed for the share. So I've got to call the share and ask them to
Work it out. Okay.
grab that address. Sam, did you get your briefcase or anything from the office? Thank you. Okay. So you're ready to go to the airport too after Chestnut? Yes, I am. Okay. I guess the biggest problem is if somebody comes out here and gets another screenshot from whoever this is inside them, somebody's got to look into this and stop this quickly. And I still think it's
coming. It's very firm on it. I called Yuri, and Yuri said the call is really pushing.
You got one other problem you could have here. There was a couple of your online posts that were down there a short time ago, not so long ago, that Will
is a huge problem.
Will was blasting me really bad.
Will is
and Pete too. I don't even know who Pete is, but Will, and now I hear that Will's ready to lose his job. So that's what I hear. I don't know.
The positive thing for the company if he did,
but the negative thing is that he comes out and... How much time do you spend down there?
I haven't been down for a little while. I've been dealing with this. But normally I go down every month or two. I will go down there as soon as all the shareholder stuff goes out to SATSA, then I'm okay to go down. There's not much for me to do then. But until then, I'm not going to go down. I'm just going to concentrate on getting that money. I am convinced, though, that it's not falling.
Hello? Hey, Joel, what's going on, bud? I won't be done for about another 4 hours, but I can listen to some of this right now. Go and do what's up? Is everything's okay though? Oh. Well, she's supposed to be handling everything. Okay, let me call Lisa and find out everything, and then you'll call me back maybe around, say 4 hours from now. Okay, is that okay with you that time? That's why I'll get a hold of her in between. Thanks, Joe. There's never a day. Sandy, please make this news quick. I heard rumor that World Winter's going public for $8 billion. Oh, just yesterday.
Doesn't surprise me. That amount surprises me.
No, it doesn't.
They
have the eyeballs they claim they do. They have demographics that are so refined. Revenues have got to be value for it. It's got to be This is something that we've never even put into our calculations on our money yet. Is our advertising. Once we build eyeballs, once News Corp builds this up, the TV show, we've got a 13-week show. That if the 13-week show is successful, we've got 40 more weeks. We have a 53-week show. But the only way you can win your seat is to go play at the club. News Corp's going to promote it everywhere.
When you get to the point around the 7,000 subscribers with some advertising, you get an affiliate deal on it. Like some idea. Like Phil does this, Phil has this free game on the telephone, on the cell phone with Oasis.
Yeah.
And they are aggressive promoters, and they would love to do an affiliate deal. So basically what they would do is, or you would send an email out saying, play for free on the cell, which I don't think is competitive with you. We don't have to.
Yeah.
And, they would give a kickback of whatever the affiliate deal. So we could think of other products like that too. So all sorts of products. You could use some of the blackjack stuff, like Kenny's book, and things like that. Sell stuff like that. I'd read up the valuable.
Signing purpose?
Yeah, it's disclosed that I haven't looked through, but I did see that they took a couple $1 million charge. I think they took a $5 million charge.
$4 million charge
for Jim's contract.
Was it for Jim or was it to buy out Mitch?
No, not for Jim. Do you think Mitch went back to the well on the termination? He might have, but oh my God, they paid him so. Cookie would know that. Cookie knows exactly what Jim's deal is. So.
Not like Cookie doesn't.
Sure.
Lake Stamey is now going to be going into California with a casino too that they'll be managing out. So with interstate poker there in California, now we've got another entity that helps us a lot over there.
Right. Yeah.
We've struggled so far up to this point now, Dan. Now we've got looks like a real shot here for a real home run for everything. So this is pretty big for everybody right now.
Sometimes out of these worst scenarios, eventually you have to go through this, You get through all these bad obstacles in order to go.
We did it at UB. We were struggling, and all of a sudden the one thing hit. World Poker Tour, and then just took off. Whatever Greg's got to do.
Yeah.
Telling him for months or
We won't touch.
oh my God, sir is like head case. He won't talk to me, and I'm his friend.
I think if we can just get this,
I'm his friend.
once won't talk have to pay for distribution, it'll be 1,000 times better. That'll be a lot of money. Over $1 million bucks.
Well, he's got to deal with Greg personally for like 1.1, and then he's got his own ex-caption bill. So he's got like 2 different bills here. He's got to deal with Greg individually for like 1.1.
Right, yep, that's true.
And then he's got to deal with ex-caption, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what
His percentage of it.
Yes, his percentage. Of whatever. Oh, please don't get him going on everybody. He is completely. And now with his name being brought up on the website too, and his name being brought up with this thing with Danny running the host management today and everything. And his name's still on eWorld. No, and his name, and he's. They've got to get eWorld and Bet21 if they want. If they don't want Bet21, we just got to let it go. We got to get this online. They just got to take. Well, they got to take this website from us. They got to take this URL.
I can deal with the website. Is the one thing I can help with. That I can get changed.
They got to take it quickly, though. We keep telling people take this, and nobody's answering us.
All right.
Joanne Graham said, "Oh, I just couldn't contact. Can't contact. Nobody's contacting me." What's your name, Stan? You don't think there's any legal action that if this comes out and it's Travis that can happen to where he has any legal action as far as jail time or anything?
Theoretically, but the problem is if the players are paid back, there's the prosecution, then plus they'd have to prove it was Travis.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. But if you tell me to make a statement...
Well, and it's not a direct statement. You have to put reasonable doubt on it. I mean, the stuff that's out there now about you is not enough to convict you by any means.
But I understand. But then what statement? Then I can't say it's Travis. I can't come out and
No,
say it again.
but you might be able to say something like, look, it was a perpetrator or someone close to me that I feel responsible because I vouched for the company or something like that. But as the release indicates, the person who did this was the person who hacked into the code. Obviously, that's not me. We can come up with a story. And the release is not going to be consistent with a poker player winning, a professional pro. So it's bad for everybody. Okay, so I'll be in touch with this week. Okay, and the chase down those 2 consents. You can email it to me. Well, thanks, Russ. Thanks, I appreciate it. Take care of your good work.